Morning and good afternoon. Welcome. It's actually afternoon now, with all the time changes and everything now. So it's afternoon now. It's 12 o'clock on a Thursday, and welcome everyone to my show. I do apologize for last week. I had to have an appointment, so I'm here this week. Yay! Really live. I'm so excited. So. Hope you all had a lovely Halloween on the weekend. It's Beltane over here, and we had an absolute gorgeous weekend full of manifestation and releasement. And we also had a beautiful blue moon, which is what you would have received as well over there, being the full moon at the end of October. So it's really interesting over the last couple of weeks. We actually got in the garden on Tuesday, so my whole front garden is absolutely beautiful. And there's nothing like getting in the garden to ground ourselves. Now, with all the energies that have been so heightened over the last week or so, and I'm sending peace and love to all of you over in the beautiful states going through this next sort of stage of your life over there, I should call it. I don't really go into the politics side of things, but sending you peace and love, and hope everything sort of smooths out over the next week or two. But grounding for me, I feel, especially at this time moving forward, and also being in Victoria, in Australia, we're slowly moving out of lockdown, because I was in regional, so metro in Melbourne was very much under stage for restrictions, so they couldn't go. I haven't actually seen my mum, and she lives an hour away, so I'm really looking forward to going and seeing her over the next couple of weeks. But it's all now sort of easing, which is a fantastic thing, because then we can go and visit friends and family. And the Melbourne Cup was on Tuesday, just gone, so it was so nice to see everyone enjoying themselves. And it's really good to catch up with people and ground and feel human again. And like we did, we weren't able to do a traditional thing on a Melbourne Cup. We would go to my mum's and have a big Melbourne Cup lunch and bet on the horses and all that sort of stuff. Uh, but this year we had to stay home, so we ended up doing my front garden. So very excited, waiting for the roses and everything to come in. But it's really about the grounding after all the energy that's been built up over the last week. It was really important for me to ground and know that I actually didn't pull up that bad from being sore, which was really good. But there's other ways of grounding, and I don't know if I've talked about this before, so I do apologize if I'm repeating myself and I sound like a broken record. But I always tell my students, because I am a teacher as well of psychic and mediumship, that pulling a card a day is always important to sort of give you a little bit of a preempt and a little bit of insight of maybe what's going to happen over the day, or what you might need to look out for. I also do 3 card readings once a week for a subscription as well, which is great. So if you're interested in that, please inbox me on my Facebook page, Jordie Jane Psychic Medium. But that's just 3 cards that I do a little video. I do an email, I do a voice record, and then I send the email out to you. So, but yeah, so I always say pull a card a day. It sort of keeps you in a little bit more of a focus and a little bit grounded. The other thing is just put your feet out in the grass. Now, I know it's going into, well, you're in fall at the moment because we're in spring, so it's getting a little bit cold out there. But even if you've got plants in the house, and bring plants in, or keep your feet firmly on the ground and just visualize roots coming, because the energy has been quite fickle over the last week due to all the major stuff going on, and Mercury's just gone into direct. So it's all starting to sort of ease up a little bit. So you might find that yourself energetically, you might be going, ah. So I do suggest maybe doing a little bit more grounding, and just, it's like self-care work. So self-care, self-worth, self-confidence, it's always the 3. So I have a beautiful caller called Melissa in Springfield. Hi, Melissa. How are you going? Hello, Melissa.
Hello.
Hello, Melissa. How are
Hello.
you?
Good, thank you.
That's good. Now, I work psychically and mediumshiply. So, which way would you like me to work for you today?
I'm not really sure. Just lost and
Just whatever
confused.
comes through?
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, not a problem, gorgeous. Okay. So, sorry, I'm just getting really awesome energy around you, and I feel like I want to go. Even though it's fall over there, I feel like I want to say I've got a lot of joy around you and a lot of it's really interesting because I feel like you've got springtime energy, but yes, I know it's fall over there, but I feel like there's a lot of new stuff coming in for you. Does this make sense at the moment? Do you understand that?
Yes,
Yeah, thank you. And it's like I feel like you're a kid in the candy store at the moment because there's a lot of new stuff and you're just going, oh, I really want to taste this and I really want to do that and I really want to do that. Does that make sense?
yes.
Thank you. And oh my God, you've just got this most gorgeous energy. And I feel like I want to say, though, you need to make sure that you breathe and you sit because I feel like sometimes your head takes over your heart. And I do feel at the moment, I feel like I want to say you need to write down your thoughts to get them out of your head and feel like you're on a mouse wheel going around the same thoughts. But that makes sense to you.
Definitely, yes.
Thank you. And also just wondering, have you just had a haircut? Or because I want to acknowledge your hair. So have you just changed your hair
Yes.
or are you looking at in color or thank you, because I just want to say it's taken a lot of weight off you as well. So it's really interesting. And I know hair is not really weightful, but it's sort of like when it's a little bit long, it's like years of growth. And I just feel like I want to go, there's a lot of new beginnings here, Melissa, for you. And it's really interesting because I don't want to call you Melissa too much. I want to call you by a short name as well.
Yes.
Thank you. And do you have two children or are you one of two?
I have that, no, I have more than that.
Okay, then I just want to acknowledge there's two around you or two that are sort of close to you or younger because I feel like they're more dependent on you, if that's the case.
Yes.
And if you have more than two, do you have six?
Um, yes, sort of.
Okay, I'll just leave that there because I went to six, so I'll leave that as well. But the other thing too, I just want to go. There is some beautiful growth for you now. Also, I just want to acknowledge because of this change that's coming up around you. I want you to say yes to the opportunities because when one door opens, another door opens, and another door opens. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, because there's an opportunity coming up for you, and I know that you're just going to say, and I'm not going to swear on air because I know beautiful Dave will tell me off, but I just feel like when this opportunity comes up, just go, oh yeah, I'm just going to do this. And I want to put a couple of swear words in there as well, but I won't because we're on air. But I just feel like I want to go, you've just got to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, also with work, I feel like I don't know if there's a shift about work, but I do feel like this opportunity, it's like something that you've been planning for, or something that you've been looking at over the last 3 to 4 weeks around work and debating whether or not to take another opportunity or take a different track with work. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Thank you. I just want to say, sometimes when we go the different track, it gives us a little bit more challenge because at the moment, you're not being challenged enough at work. And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Right.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Because it's really good to just go to work and come home. You don't have to worry about work. But I just feel like I want to say sometimes you're twiddling your thumbs and there's just not enough work for you, or it's just a little bit monotonous, or it feels like the same thing over and over again. So I feel like I want to say there's a little bit of challenge coming up. And I feel like this is why you're a bit of a kid in a candy store at the moment, because it's freed up some time for you to do some study.
Okay.
But I don't feel like it's school study. I feel like it's self-knowledge, like self-taught study, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. The other thing too, with your car, does that need to be serviced soon?
Does it need to be what?
Does it need to be serviced, your car?
Nope, not now.
Okay, that's fine. Because I just want to say it's either the car that you've just had done, but there's something about how it's pulling to the right for you. Okay, so just be mindful of the front end. I don't know if it's just pulling to the right or there's a little bit unbalanced in the front wheels, but I just feel like I want to go, I'm pulling to the right. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Now, the last thing I want to say to you as well, and I know they're giving me flowers to give to you. So I just want to acknowledge giving heaps of flowers, and they're all different colours. Like there's pinks, there's reds, there's oranges, there's yellows. But I feel like I want to bring those into the house. Now, also when I see flowers, there's an anniversary. So is there an anniversary around you?
Yes.
Thank you. So I'll just leave that with you. But Melissa, I'm running out of time. So may I leave that reading with you? But I feel like I just want to say the main thing is say yes and enjoy and have that spring in your step. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Melissa, thank you so much for connecting. And if you'd like to connect with me, go onto Jordie Jane Psychic Medium on my Facebook page. Everyone have a great week and really looking forward to chatting to you all next week. Okay. Bye for now. Stay safe.